and the referee has blown the final whistle on the biggest game of his career. You can tell he was buzzing out there, giving out yellow cards and all sorts. United have lost 4-1. It was 2-0 at half-time to Dortmund, and then they scored an extra 2 in the second half. In between those, United did grab one back through Mkhitaryan scoring a goal against his former club. Wasn't the greatest performance there from Manchester United today. We were overrun, especially in the midfield area, by Borussia Dortmund, and they deserved their victory. Castro's second goal of the game, the pick of the bunch for me, a fantastic strike which Sergio Romero didn't have a chance with. Would you change anything in the next game? Do you think there's anything there that you'd be worried about?
I don't think we need to rest players for pre-season, so I'd probably have more of our first team players start just to get them ready for the match fitness.
Would you bring Rooney, Smalling in?
Well, if Rooney's going to be a part of our first team, then yeah, I'd definitely bring Smalling back, and I'd play De Gea.
It's a strange one. I'm not sure whether they will be involved against Manchester City, because it seems like some of the Euros players just came along for the training, but we saw Rashford come on there, and we're getting a few more players back now. But are there any players that you think would be worried for their futures after their performance today? Because there's still a few that have got to impress. I was about to say Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho.
I'm not sure. I think Dortmund played well today, which doesn't excuse 4-1, but I think they played well enough that, and there was enough substitutions that I don't think anyone was standout horrific. I think Jose will go off what he sees in training and what he already has planned in his mind.
Next up for Manchester United is Manchester City. So we've got a Manchester derby in China. The first time will come up against Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. And of course, we'll be probably a little bit more ready for Manchester City because they're in the same place in their pre-season preparation. This was Dortmund's 5th game of their pre-season, so they're a little bit ahead of us in terms of match fitness, match sharpness, their tactics and everything. And of course, United have got a new manager as well, Jose Mourinho. So I wouldn't get too carried away with this defeat or too worried. There's a few things we need to sort out, but apart from that, we did well. We didn't do well, but
we lost 4-1.
Apart from that, there's nothing to be worried about, is what I meant to say. We've got Manchester City up next, and then a few more games after that in pre-season. But first game in China down, 4-1 defeat against Dortmund. Thank you for joining us today on the watch along. Our first watch along since last season's when we did the Liverpool game in the Europa League. But we will be back for the Manchester City game, and next time there'll be Sam and Stephen. Steve will be on Social Corner, and of course Sam will be in the studio with some City fans. They'll be there as well. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching Full Time Devils today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel and you've just been checking us out for the first time, we'll have plenty of Manchester United content up for you, and we do have up for you at the moment. She's been Rachel. You enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's been great. Thanks, Adam.
Will you be back?
I'll be back.
She'll be back, like the Terminator, and so will I. Guys, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. We're Full Time Devils. We're out of here.
Zlatan has signed. Let's go out onto the streets of Manchester today and find out what Mancs think about Man United's new striker.